Yeah, 80 sucker's broken. You don't appreciate how they are. Call the guy. Something from before, so I had to be there.
I wouldn't laugh if I were you.
I'm not anymore. I stopped now.
I want to understand what the meaning of this is. Who sent a stack of copies of this picture to me?
The intern. He tried to stop him, and it just can't get good help. He says, they work for college credit. They run around doing wacky stuff like this. We think he's a frat. Guys, can you not talk about me while I'm in the room? Just because I drink beer and smash beer cans on my head doesn't mean, because I play a little beer pong every now and again. I'm not a bad guy.
Don't forget what you did with these Halloween decorations.
So what do you think? To make my butt look big, or?
I think maybe you should sit on it again, and maybe we can do it from a different angle. Like maybe from the side.
Okay.
I mean, we're trying to go a little bit, out of the box with this, right?
Like this?
Maybe, move your thong over a little bit, and then we can okay, great. All right, I'm gonna push the button. I have my tickle. Okay. It tickles. It totally tickles. That's the lightness, kind of. Okay.
I'd be careful, guys. Sorry, I'm just passing through. I was going to get a cup of coffee, but I'd be careful because I took a photocopy of my ass and check it out. It's humongous, dude. You might not want to do that.
Oh, maybe we should go to another machine.
Okay.
I think this one over here. Okay. This one has reduces.
Oh, great.
So if you press like 50%.
You know what? You don't have to do that. It's kind of my look. You're my agent, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what? Anthony Sabato Jr. has been hearing a lot of stuff lately. A lot of bad stuff. Like I lost my looks. Alright? And you got to give me some serious parts. I want to really stretch my acting ability. I mean, I can roll up a pant leg too. It's not just guns, It's not just guns. You like that, right?
I will give you the best acting parts that I can possibly give you in these films that are coming up.
All right. Do something like, how about Shakespeare or like Mammoth or something, like Carrot Top. I can be like sidekick. You can compare guns. Sweet.
You could be Carrot Top, or you could be Hamlet even.
That could be better.
I could see you doing a real good Hamlet with your muscular, machoistic, give it to them kind of look.
It would have to be a really hot-looking skull, though, because I don't really think I could. It's got to have high cheekbones if I'm going to talk to it, right? Because I couldn't look at one and be like, oh, that's like off your eye socket, You can't do that.
Well, that's very doable, sir. I have a set of skulls that I have from my last trip to Mongolia. They're the ones with the high cheekbones. So I'll be glad to give it to you for your Hamlet.
Hi, welcome to Staples. I'm trying this copy machine and it just keeps jamming. I thought you're known for all of your office supplies, and it's just jamming and jamming, miss. And, I'd like to get some help here.
Jessica, where's that coffee?
I thought you were going to go to some... Excuse me? Starbucks.
I did go to Starbucks.
Miss,
I'm sorry,
Jones?
did you need something?
Yeah, this copy machine keeps jamming. I thought this place is known for its office supplies and helping with,
Tony fixed that yesterday. She's lying.
Yeah, I put in 3 papers and they're just jammed and they're like in the thing and
Liar.
we don't know how to do that. We just do, if you also need to buy, I can do that. But I don't do she's not in today. Well, I've got copies stuck in your machine.
That's Tony's job.
Well, call Tony.
That's not our job.
Call the manager, Miss Jones. And Jessica, call the manager.
She went to lunch.
Yeah, she's at lunch.
We'll call the assistant manager. Someone's got to be able to fix this jam.
Unless you have something you'd like to buy. I mean, we have some pens.
I'll buy a
here on
pencil.
sale.
I'll buy a pencil. Here.
Okay, I can do that.
Sorry, ladies, I couldn't help but overhearing. I just so happen to have an easy button.
Hey kids, welcome to the wonderful, colorful art show. We're going to use our new magic copy machine. Oh yeah, and what we're going to do is we're going to make copies of famous people and bring them to life. What I'm going to do
I'm famous, I'm famous.
I'm going to grab this book of famous presidents. Oh, who can tell me what the first president of the United States of America was called?
George Bush.
Bill Gates!
President?
No.
Jesus.
No, I think God came before Jesus.
No, we're talking about presidents of the United States of America. The country we...
Say it.
All right, let's open the book and find out. George Washington.
Oh, I knew that.
Let's ask George Washington a couple of questions. Hey, Mr. President, or former president. You guys have tea. Yes, he does. You can ask George Washington any question you want.
The jumpy little children.
Mr. President, let me just... They're kind of slow. Okay.
You got any kids?
None that I know of.
Oh, what are their names?
They are slow.
All right, Mr. Washington, thank you. In the paper shredder. Okay, let's get something else. Something that you guys would maybe like. Did you ever hear of John Wayne Gacy? Let's take a look at what he has to say to you guys.
Oh, the Duke!
Should we do Spider-Man?
Okay, kids, I'm going to leave you alone with Mr. Gacy.
Kids want some balloons?
I have some blood on my lip.
So a few minutes ago, there was reference to a trip to Mongolia. I'm going to tell you about a trip to Texas that I took with my dad. So anyway, I was going to stay in Texas for a few months, and I needed to have my car with me. So my dad was nice enough to say, okay, I'll drive down with you, I'll fly back, and then he flew back, and then we drove home together. So my dad's half Italian, half Irish. But really you only see the Italian side, which is true of all his brothers, except ironically for my Uncle Tony. That's kind of beside the point. But so anyway, we listened to the Godfather book on tape during our trip to Texas, which we both really, really liked, and it was really long, so it lasted almost all our trip. And he was so funny, without even meaning to, we'd pull over at a motel for the night, and he'd say, "You stay in the car, I'll take care of everything." And it totally wasn't on purpose. But anyway, so we're driving, and my dad sees this place called Bubby's Barbecue, and my dad calls me Bubby. So he's like, Bub, we gotta stop. And we're from Massachusetts, so my dad has this huge Boston accent. So anyway, we go into Bubby's Barbecue. We're in the middle of Georgia, and this poor waitress, she's got 2 teeth in her whole head. And my dad was looking for postcards. I don't know what made him think that just because we were tourists, they would sell postcards in Bubby's Barbecue. But anyway, so he asked this waitress, "Yeah, you got any postcards?" And she goes, "What?" And my dad goes, "Postcards, you get any postcards?" And the poor waitress goes, "What?" "Postcards."